Hello, Capricorn. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting April 21st, 2025. Yes, it is Easter morning, so I want to wish all my Capricorns out there a happy Easter. Um, yes, yesterday I thought maybe I had would have had an opportunity to get this energy out here to you and have it posted. It's going to be posted today, don't for sure, but don't. I wanted to get it out of the way. Um, But I had so much stuff going on here yesterday that I didn't even energetically, after it was all said and done, I didn't have the motivation to do any reading. So anyway, I'm here early Easter Sunday to do your weekly reading. So again, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you, appreciate the current subscribers. So now my goal here for Sagittarius moving forward is to achieve 500 subscribers or more, so that YouTube can open up the other opportunities for me. Number one being that the videos will be, that I post will be monetized, and also too, I could start to do live sessions with you guys, which I really want to return back to. Okay, so don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Cleansing the energies from drawing Sagittarius's messages for the week, and we shall begin yours. The deck that I'm using will be listed in the description box, and not intentionally reading any reversals. Okay, so energies here for Capricorn this week was coming up. Energies for Capricorn. Okay, let's cut the deck and begin your messages and see what is potential. And we're going to start off with the first card in energy for you, Capricorn, is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is here, starts us off. So think in terms of any actions or decisions that you're about to undergo this week. Always make sure that you follow through, Capricorn, because if you don't, this is a card that I regard as having to deal with any regrets because you didn't follow through what you set yourself out to do in the first place, or it's either you submit it to yourself or you submit it to others and having to change your mind about something that you were planning to do. So always stand your ground, move forward with any things that you have planned and lined up to do, and you shouldn't have any problems. Up next, now we have the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Always pay attention to the major arcanas that show up in your spread. This is Fate and Destiny, one of the big money cards here in the tarot deck. Also, you can regard the Wheel of Fortune as having luck or weight for anything, What was unfortunate for you may turn around because it's a wheel, it spins, maybe in your favor. If it's the Capricorns that I'm talking to that are into taking risk, like to do the casino runs, play the lottery, scratch offs, whatever, just play responsibly. When it comes to fate and destination, you could be just out and about minding your own business, and something comes across that was fated for you or destined for you. Okay, so always um, be open to anything in that nature. Okay, so that's the Wheel of Fortune. Following the Wheel of Fortune, now we have the Six of Cups. Okay, I had to look at that because I wanted to make sure it wasn't the lovers. Six of Cups is here, so it could be that some of you are just going through the week feeling, nostalgic, going down memory lane, thinking of things from your past. Also, too, I read the Six of Cups as people who are still living around you that you may not have seen in a long period of time, that which includes family members, friends, somebody that you may have been linked with romantically if you're single, could be reaching out because they're thinking of you. They could be reaching out to you this week and just trying to catch up or want to touch base with you, and that's okay. Even number of cups, emotionally, what you give is what you're going to get back. For others, this may be a week of memorializing someone that you once knew or was, once close to. This could be family members, friends, definitely, romantic partners or whatnot. They're just coming through to acknowledge, and I assign the energies to that. Um, if there is any memorializing going on, the 21st through the 27th or the 28th. And that's attached, and this is just me. This is just something I come up with, Capricorn, so don't freak out. Um, could be their birthday or their passing day. All right, so that's the Six of Cups. Up next now we have the Knight of Cups. For those Capricorns who are engaged in partnerships right now, you're getting out of that relationship and that which you are putting in. Also, there could be a job offer that's coming through for some Capricorns. It could be a promotion as well. And then also, to the Knight of Cups has the ability to specifically formulate new romantic partnerships. Now, it follows the Six of Cups, and I just spoke about somebody from your past that you may have had some sort of engagement with. That could be that person coming through. Uh, Following the Knight of Cups, now we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is you either moving towards something positive or it's moving towards you. And then also, too, if there was any types of slowness here, Capricorn, in any area, stagnation. Now this Three of Wands gives it an energy boost. This is my green light card. So, it could have been a relationship, it could have been a project or whatever. Also, I find that if you are traveling this week, you're going to be safe to and from. And long distance love affairs or attraction also too is in association with the Three of Wands. Following the Three of Wands, now we have the we got the Three of Swords. So definitely I'm going to throw a clarifier on this Three of Swords. And I just spoke in Sagittarius messages, and they received the Tower. Second sign that received the Tower for this week. And, for them not to panic. And the same advice is coming for you. When the Three of Swords shows up here, it's definitely specific for someone who comes along and sees the video, but it doesn't mean that, how should I put this? It's going to be different for everybody, okay? And however you see the Three of Swords, different for everybody, but it doesn't mean it's going to be affecting or impacting everybody. So I just want to be clear about that. But yeah, the Three of Swords may mean something completely different outside of the messages that I'm trying to display here. But the typical messages is usually related to some sort of heartache, grief, or separation. Now, I just said that the Seven of Wands here, if you don't move forward, then that could be part of that energy where you just, go into some sort of, not necessarily, you know, uh, it's a bad decision, okay? You regret, and then you may not become heartbroken or grief stricken, but it may be affecting you or impacting you if you don't follow through in some other way. But the typical meanings again is heartbreak, grief, separation, third party in play when it comes to romance, three painful choices or decisions to make, conflicting energies with family members, friends, romantic partners. Could be that you're in a partnership, but you're still together, but there may be some sort of distance that separates you. Pet loss, I always throw that in there. Pet becomes separated from the family. Family is left grieving. And I can't tell you enough how many messages I get on my phone from these you know, local community alerts about pets that get away. It's so many. It's like so many a week. But the positive thing is that they end up becoming reunited. However they got out, they end up always getting reunited, and that's a good thing. So, but I'm gonna throw a clarifier on this Three of Swords here and see why. It's showing up here. Why is that Three of Swords in Capricorn's messages for this week? What's going on? Okay, all right. So it could be for this reason. Okay, so the Hangman here is the major arcana, and like I said in Sagittarius' messages, what I interpret in terms of clarifying doesn't always, um, you know, make sense to you, or it's not something that is set in stone. I just give you my best impressions, and you can either take it or leave it. But things hanging in the balance again. If you recall, if you've ever received the Hangman by itself without the Three of Swords, but you had that Seven of Wands here, the Hangman comes through to remind you to take your time when it comes to any actions or decisions, right? So I feel that I could be reading for a Capricorn who engages in disregarding either the messages here or something to do with that Seven of Wands when it comes to a decision or an action. And that's where the Three of Swords comes in. So I'll use that specifically for this reading here. Things hanging in the balance, sitting on the fence. Be patient, take your time when it comes to any actions or decisions, but because it's, it's clarifying the Three of Swords, it may be that you go through the week and do something, okay? Like I said, either submit to your own energies in terms of an action and decision in terms of change, or someone else is persuading you. And then this is the card of the pain and regret for not having to choose to follow through, not having the courage to follow your own advice, and so forth. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Up next here for you, Capricorn, now we have the Hierophant. So you have protection here this week. Spiritual protection. So it could be anything in terms of enlightenment, epiphanies, synchronicities, angelic numbers that you see on a repetitive basis. It could be on the job training for someone who may have just started a new job or a promotion. Someone could be definitely getting married here with the Hierophant present in your spread. Teaching and learning in any aspect could also be taking place with the Hierophant's presence. So you have a very powerful major arcana, but I feel overall it's energy of protection, whether it's spiritual or not. It's some sort of form of protection coming up for you. Now we have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords here, Capricorn, just simply means victory and success, and you can attach that victory and success to anything that's going on for you this week. This is also to a card of great determination. Remember, the swords are mental. So decisions and actions, taking it back here to the Seven of Wands. If you don't follow through, then this energy here might open up the Hangman being placed on that Three of Swords. Sorry for the slight pause. I thought I was getting something here. Now that I see this here, and I'm going back here with the swords being present, and this man is hanging here and it's on the swords. The swords cut. So it could be that you're cutting away or cutting loose some energy. However that energy may be for you, you may be cutting away, ending a friendship. Now, it could be ending a romantic partnership, could be ending a job, starting, ending one job and possibly wanting to start another job, cutting something loose here. That's what I'm seeing. But this is also, too, seeking some sort of insight and clarity, okay, on anything specific, certainty. And it's also to a great deal of determination. So that's the Ace of Swords. Then now we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so one of the money cards is showing up here again, and Six of Pentacles is all related to gifts and charity. So it could be that you give someone a gift this week, or you're the receptor of a gift. Balanced energy. So it could be, balanced energy that is stretched out into any area of your life. Also, to for some of you that I'm reading for, Capricorn, your money's looking good. There still could be a pay raise. This also, too, could be a form of an apology that you receive from someone who may have handed you some sort of slight in the past. So keep that in mind. Following the Six of Pentacles, now we have the Four of Swords. Rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, replenishment, quieting your mind, settling your mind, detaching your energies from those things that may have been leading up to or building up to stress. That could be work, that could be, relationships of all kinds. So yeah, having to just take a break, reclaiming your independence and your happiness, and not rely so much on those things that you have become attached to. Underneath the Three of Wands, which is a movement card, I usually say that the Four of Swords draws in potential planning trips for the near future. So you could be actually taking a trip this week, but also too you could be planning to take a future trip at a later date. Additional messages here for you. Capricorn, now we have the Page of Wands. So there's some sort of news that could be coming in real fast that puts a smile on your face. Since this is a court card, it could be an actual person who comes to tell you something good. He has a letter in his hand. So again, that could be representing the message of placing a smile on your face, always an element of surprise. For others, the Page of Wands could also mean that there's a startup of any new hobby or creative pursuit. Following the Page of Wands, now we have the King of Cups, father of all love, nurturing, definitely caring and supportive. It's important for you guys to pay attention to your intuition, trust the process. As always, the gut feelings, the inner voices, you always have to go with the first thing because that is the correct answer. So he's here to help support you in making the right choices and the decision. So all of this stuff over here may be, bypassed if you are paying attention to your gut. Okay. Anyway, he's loving, nurturing, caring, definitely supportive. He's in a line of cards that I always say if you receive it in your spread, Capricorn, then you may be already receiving that type of energy from those people that are closest to you, whether it's family, whether it's friends, romantic partners. And we're talking about love, devotion, commitment, satisfaction. Okay. That type of energy. Last card I'm going to draw for you here is the King of Wands. Now, you have a lot of people here in this spread. So I feel that there could be, of course, it could be expressed in terms of exchange of energy, but it all depends on what's going on with you. But there are a lot of people here in this spread. But the King of Wands is usually relative. And you notice the last three cards are all people. Okay. King of Wands is focused on something or someone. Normally, they go after whatever it is, Capricorn, that they're focused on. You have to place yourself in the King's position. So you're very intense this week, very passionate. Definitely, when it comes to romance and sexual energy, you express it, and that's usually positive. Um, but also, too, when it comes to a burst of energy being sent or thrown your way, for any Capricorn out there who could be, again, creative and artistic, that would be the energy of the king. Okay. So, yes, very passionate about something, focused on something, definitely going after whatever it is that you're focused on. All right. So, this is what I have for you this week, Capricorn. Keep in mind, as always, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. My goal now is 500 plus, so we can open up more opportunities so I can, do more of these readings for you. You guys definitely have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.